good, YouTube fam? You already know what time it is, man. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Chest is Unlocked. Let's get right into it. Let's make it happen. We got an interview. This is the Lost interview by Tupac Shakur. Rest in peace to Tupac. The man had it up here. The man was just so ahead of his time. You know, great music too, by the way. Some of the greatest albums ever created. Let's just keep it real. If you know, you know, you know. So let's get right into it. I just want to hear what Pac got to say. You know, the man always dropping jewels. Like, he just knew so much. So I'm just intrigued to hear what he got to say, you know. So let's get right into it. Don't want to waste no time. Go subscribe to the channel at Chest is Unlocked and the Instagram as well. Hey, Pac, what you got to say, man? I'm in tune. Let's get it.
Where do you see yourself in 20 years from now?
If God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world. Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's the norm.
Really?
That's real. That's out the gate with it. I'm not going to lie. That's a Don DeMarco out the gate. Where do you see yourself in 20 years from now? He said, if God give me 20 more years, I'm going to change the world because my thought pattern and thought process and mine is just different from the norm. That's real, my guy. That's real. You was really like that. And he said, if God give me breath. Oh, my God. So the man kind of knew already, like, he ain't going to be around too much longer.
Where do you see yourself in 20 years from now?
If God give me breath for 20 more years, I see myself changing the world. Because my thought patterns are so opposite of what's the norm.
Really?
So I would have to change the world, or I have to be changed by the world.
How is it working with Suge and having the West Coast for you? And a lot of your East Coast fans feel like your new allegiance to the West Coast has felt, you know, a lot of them feel maybe you're not as loyal to the East Coast anymore.
That's so nonsense. Poppycock. Because this is not a new allegiance to the West Coast. I've been on the West Coast all this time. It's just because some people, not all,
right,
some people on the East Coast be on their dick so hard that they never heard me say that I'm living on the West Coast.
Right.
It's just that by me keeping it real, I always said where I came from. I always gave New York their props. On Me Against the World, I took a whole song to give it up. So now on the next album, when I want to give it up from my home, where I'm at, everybody got a problem? Why didn't I have no problem with Biggie saying Brooklyn in the house every fucking show he do?
Hey, yo, Pac was on that type of time, and I gotta say this, man, like, they tried to make it seem like he ain't show love to where he was from. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, he was on that type of time with Big, though. Like, he ain't let up at all. Like, with that, he let it be known. Like, Pac really just had the voice to just be who he was. He didn't care what he said. You know, it was either you was gonna respect it or you wasn't, or you was just gonna get the hell out the way. You either respect what Pac say or you just ain't rocking with him. That's how he felt. Like, and he didn't care. He just gonna say what he feel. Like, whatever comes to his mind, he's saying it. And you gotta respect somebody like that, you know?
Why didn't I have a problem with Bronx and Boom? They just did a Sprite commercial off the bridge and KRS. Why is it not hip hop when I do it? Well, I mean, goddamn. Why is it suddenly a nigga tripping when I do it? Why everybody else could have a war, have beef within the music, talk about differences, and it's okay, it's music, it's hip hop, it's groundbreaking. When I do it, it's war. And that's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is saying I'm tired of you talking about where you from. And if that's what we're gonna do now, because we was doing it like hip hop was one nation. And I have proof to say what I was doing. I did more for the East Coast than the East Coast did.
Ooh, this dude, Pac. Man, Pac, your words was very, like, captivating. You could just tell Pac was just so, like, authentic and very, like, passionate about what he said. You know? He's just like, how you gonna tell me, like, what I do? Like, I showed love for my hometown. Did more for the East Coast than the East Coast did. Yo, like, he and he just wanted things to be fair. Like, I hear what he's saying, like, why is it a problem when he do things, it's war, but when somebody else do it, it's cool. Everybody content with it. Hey, man, keep talking, Pac.
I put more guns in East Coast niggas' hands than East Coast niggas did when they came out here. I put them niggas on the more weed gates and weed spots and safe havens and safe spots than the East Coast did. I put more rappers on than they did. I gave Biggie his first shows. I was the one that I was that bridge that niggas used to walk on to get over here. I explained it. I'm the one that told you. I'm why all these niggas run around with a gangbanger on their payroll now.
Yo, Pac, man, yo. Oh my. Yeah, this nigga was a problem. Like he was a problem. Pac was a problem. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He was really definitely an issue. He was too much of a leader. People be threatened by that. Even his own people could have been threatened by that. Like he just had that aura about himself. Like I am him for real. And I put a lot of people on. If this wasn't happening, you wouldn't be doing this. I put you on. I put you on the resume. Now you eating good. Now people know who you are because of what I did, nigga. What you mean? Yo, come on, Pac.
Is there still a beef going on with you and Biggie?
It was never a beef. It's only a difference in opinion.
Right.
To me,
It was never a beef. It was only a difference in opinion. That's another Don DeMarco. That's another mic drop. It was never a beef.
Is there still a beef going on with you and Biggie?
it was never a beef. It's only a difference in opinion.
Right.
To me, if I like my homeboy Shakur gave me the best advice I could ever give from anybody. He said when people ask him if he's beefing with Bad Boy with Puffy, he says like me going to a playground and picking on a little kid.
Right.
That's like me being mad at my little brother because he getting cash now. No, I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at my little brother when he don't respect me.
Yeah.
Now, when you don't respect me, I'm gonna spank your ass. I don't give a fuck how rich you got on the block. I'm your big brother. I will break your big ass down. And that's my only point.
My nigga, talk, bro. Man, I'm finna. It's just a respect thing. That's all it is at the end of the day, man. Like, little bro, listen. I know you doing your thing now. I know you getting money. I know you getting people to follow you. I know you getting some popularity. But listen, when you start to get out of line, like I gotta show you, like I'm the big brother. I will break your big ass down. And that's just my only thing. That's my only point. Yo, that's real though, because sometimes the little brother get out of line. And the big brother gotta show little bro, like, hey, look, I know you doing what you do, but I'm the big bro. I'm gonna need you to calm your ass down. Man, Pac, talk.
Spank your ass. I don't give a fuck how rich.
He said, I'll spank your ass. I don't care how rich you got on the block.
You mad at my little brother because he getting cash now.
Man.
No, I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at my little brother when he don't respect me.
Yeah.
Now, when you don't
And that's another thing. I'm just mad at my little bro when he don't respect me. Respect is everything, yo. Which one y'all taking? Respect or loyalty? Y'all let me know in the comments. That's a great question, I know. Which one would you rather have? Which one would you rather want? Respect or loyalty?
And I feel as though he wronged me. You got out of hand and you wronged me. You got seduced by the power, not because he's an evil person,
Yeah.
but because money is evil if it's not handled right. If you lose your composure,
I'm gonna keep on pausing it, y'all. Y'all gonna get mad because he dropping jewel after jewel after jewel after jewel, bro. Money is evil if it's not handled right. Man, hold up. He said he got seduced by the power.
and I feel as though he wronged me. You got out of hand and you wronged me. You got seduced by the power, not because he's an evil person,
Yeah.
but because money is evil if it's not handled right. If you lose your composure, you can do anything. And fear got stronger than love, and niggas did things that they know they weren't supposed to do. They know in their heart. That's why they get hell now.
Right.
They can't sleep. That's why they telling all the reporters and all the people, why they doing this? They fucking up hip hop, because they in hell. They can't make money. They can't go anywhere. They can't look at themselves because they know the prodigal son has returned. I'm alive. The ghost is walking around. You know what I mean? And I'm alive talking. In jail, I didn't talk. I made peace. Now, everybody that thinks that I disrespected or I love my East Coast fans. I'm from there. I'm eating New York pizza. I drive New York Jeeps. Want to hear New York. But I'm saying, let's keep it real for a second. If you have the love of music that you are, study. Go back and study. Study how Party and Bullshit was me before I met Biggie. You don't hear my style in this rap. Study how after I met Biggie, Ready to Die come out, his whole style changed. Study. Study why I would be mad. Study why I would be mad when half of the major New York rappers or they managers or they agents or they somebody was there when I got shot. And nobody.
Yeah, Pac. I gotta listen to Pac more, bro. I gotta throw some type of Pac motivation on, or just some words of wisdom from Pac. You got to, because you have to.
They know in their heart. That's why they get hell now.
And you know in your
they can't
heart.
sleep. That's why they telling all the reporters and all the people, why they doing this? They fucking up hip hop, because they in hell. They can't make money. They can't go anywhere. They can't look at themselves because they know the prodigal son has returned. I'm alive. The ghost is walking around. You know what I mean? And I'm alive talking. In jail, I didn't talk. I made peace. Now, everybody that thinks that I disrespected or I love my East Coast fans. I'm from there. I'm eating New York pizza. I drive New York Jeeps. Want to hear New York. But I'm saying, let's keep it real for a second. If you have the love of music that you are, study. Go back and study. Study how Party and Bullshit was me before I met Biggie. You don't hear my style in this rap. Study how after I met Biggie, Ready to Die come out, his whole style changed. Study. Study why I would be mad. Study why I would be mad when half of the major New York rappers, or they managers, or they agents, or they somebody was there when I got shot, and nobody could give me no information. Just study that. Study how when Wu-Tang got their chain snatched at 6'6" Deuce, I not only found who did it, but gave them the message that if they want to see the niggas that did it, they can see them. Man to man, just you and them. No guns, no nothing. If you feel like that, that's all I ask for. That's all I ask for. If you're gonna act like you a gangster or a G or the king of New York, I'm expect that. And when you don't come through, then I'm gonna want to crush your empire. And that's what it's time for.
My goodness. Oh my God, my God, my God. Most of the people that was there, some of the crew or most of the crew that was there when he got shot, like he just wondered why he couldn't get no answers. What was going on? Why was y'all silent? Like where was y'all at? You know? Like what's going on? I thought we was cool. I thought we meant something to each other. Yeah, I get what he's saying. Now you see why I'm upset, because where's the correlation there? Where's the balance? It's like I'm there for y'all, but y'all not there for me. But then y'all upset when I get mad, when I start to wreak havoc, when I want to crush your empire now, because you say you the king of New York, but your actions show a little different. Not a little different, but a lot. So no, I gotta make some things happen with you now, because you're not standing on your word or your principles.
If you're gonna act like you a gangster or a G or the king of New York, I'm expect that.
I'm expecting.
And when you don't come through, then I'm gonna want to crush your empire. And that's what it's time for.
So do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question.
Right.
I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine.
Right.
I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I could say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. Because you seen what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out and was gonna go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't even the next issue, because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New York is commenting on me getting shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. In the first issue, read it, Vibe viewers. Nobody seen shit. The 4th issue, when they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work.
That's crazy.
They found the bullet. Oh, you found the bullet, huh? So what is this other shit in me then? What was the doctors talking about? What? Can you explain these other holes in me? How'd I get gunpowder all over me? That insulted my intelligence. So yes, I did say Thug Life was there. Yes, I bowed out, all of that. But when they said that, they breathed new life in me.
Yeah.
And Thug Life not only became a rap group, but it became a way of life for life for me. Because they disrespected me, my name, my family, what I had been through. They said that I couldn't be in pain. I could not feel, I could not be hurt. In my moment of pain, when I was shot 5 times in jail for a crime I didn't commit, while every other black person, whoever, they was fucking babies in the ass or killing bitches and cutting them in 50 pieces, these niggas got support. I go to jail for a crime everybody know I did not commit, get shot 5 times, and I'm getting raped in jail, wompty, wompty. They just saying anything to assassinate my character. What that showed me, remember this lack of a conscience when I come out. Remember this lack of mercy when I come out. Remember this lack of compassion when I come out. But now I come out, everybody want to calm down and relax and forget what you said. Donnie Simpson was on TV in front of bars like this going, who am I? Tupac. But I'm wrong. You feel me? Niggas is hypocrites. You read where I gave my whole soul to you motherfuckers and said, yo, I'm through. I just want to chill. I just want to live life. And motherfuckers took shots from every direction. They thought that meant that I'm gay now. Here, fuck me in the ass now. So, okay, you want to see some macho shit? I'm the most macho nigga out here. I thought you niggas knew. I'm the most thuggish nigga out here. I have no motherfucking fear. I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family.
Yeah, he this is all like a Don DeMarco. First of all, he didn't take no breaths. Like, he didn't stop. He didn't stop for like a good 2 to 3 minutes. Like, he been going at it for a good three. And it's just so many points he touched on. Like, it's just the lack of people acting like they ain't know nothing. But then, I think he said like 4 interviews later, they know something. Niggas acting like cops. Niggas coming at my character, saying he can't feel no pain. Coming at him crazy. Like, he ain't get shot 5 times. Like, I don't think nobody would fake that. I don't think nobody would. Yeah, he really stood on his principles. Like, I believe he really loved, you know what I'm saying, like his people and his family. Like, but when you turn on them, then he just became a whole different person. And then they want to act like he the problem or he the villain, but people forget about what they said. So he just had to basically remind niggas like, y'all know what it is, but y'all must have forgot. I'ma really have to show y'all now. And y'all can't get mad at the fact that I'm upset because of what y'all did and what y'all portrayed. And I hear what he's saying. We don't know what. We don't know what's what. But like, some people, you just kind of know, like, you just know, like, they're not lying. They're not capping. They're not lying. When you just know, you know.
These niggas represent a threat. Because I worked too hard on this. And as far as hip-hop and all of that, I feel as though I'm not the god of hip-hop, but what we do on the West Coast, I sold 5 million in 2 months. Biggie album been out 2 years. He's barely touching 2 million. This nigga that had 50 remixes, 1,000. He got
Talk to him, Pop. Talk to him. Talk about
I'm
it,
the
nigga.
god of hip-hop, but what we do on the West Coast, I sold 5 million in 2 months. Biggie album been out 2 years. He's barely touching 2 million.
Your impact was
This
different.
nigga that had 50 remixes, 1,000. He got everybody in New York in his videos and still barely touching 2 million. I've been out 2.
And listen, this is no knock to Biggie. I rock with Biggie too. I like Biggie music. I ain't gonna lie. I listen to Big. You feel me? I do. Hey, Pac got a point, man. If you compare numbers, it's not even close. And it's just no knock to, I'm not trying to put them against each other. I'm just saying the numbers speak for itself. Like Pac and Big, like it's a big difference. Pac Big may have the metaphors, but Pac got the emotion. And what do people go with more? Emotion. People love the metaphors and the lyrics and the double entendres, but like Pac could do the double entendres, but he putting more emotion and passion and pain into his music, which we could feel more. It's more relatable.
I've been out 2 months. My shit sold 5 million with 2 videos out. I'm just starting.
Right.
These niggas can't touch us. They can't. They can't. Really, it's funny.
Do you think the new era of rap is like non-thug life or whatever? Like, where do you see it?
That's what they want to do.
Okay.
That's what they want to do, because now everybody is shell-shocked and they having trauma. We've been having traumatic nights always. I want to get away from it a lot. I tried to get away from it, but you can't. That's what they taught me.
Right.
The streets didn't teach me that thug life can never die. The world taught me that.
Oh my God.
I thought I could retire and move on. When I moved on to the so-called real world, the civilized world, these motherfuckers is worse than the niggas in the streets.
It's facts. It is real. That's 100. The niggas that's not in the streets. It's the government. It's the elites. It's all them type of people. Them other people, you know what I'm saying? They way worse than the niggas that's shooting people in the streets. The gang members, the niggas that's gang banging. They way worse than them. And he realized he had to stay with that thug life. He had to stay with thug life, to have a barrier, to be protected because of what goes on outside of the streets. That's a whole nother conversation. If you understand and know, then you know. It's the world within the world. Like, you got the black community, you got that world in realm, but it's so much, man. Still, black people need to heal from trauma, from in their community, from in their families. And it's things out here that you've been through in the real world, the actual real world, and you got to heal from that too. It's just so many different stepping stones and levels that we have pain from. He was saying this back then. This was back then. It's not even in 2024 now. I'm looking at an interview that a man was saying that's being predicted right now. That's happening right now. He said this way back in what year was this? This had to be like 95, 96. It had to be.
I thought I could retire and move on. When I moved on to the so-called real world, the civilized world, these motherfuckers is worse than the niggas in the streets. They was telling, I had little girls writing to me crying, saying you got raped in jail, I'm so sorry. That shit right there is what will fuel the anger that will never die. I had to write letters to 1,000 little kids explaining to them that I would be dead before a motherfucker would rape me, and you know that. So, as far as everybody, there is no mercy in my heart. You know what I mean? I'm not out here on no wild shit like I was before. This is not the same Tupac. Believe me. I'm just very pissed off. And don't think because you see me at an award show smiling or giving away an award, or because I don't fight at this time, and that don't mean I ain't mad. I'm pissed off. And this ain't, don't tell me ain't nothing wrong and we should all be together and woo woo because y'all niggas ain't getting no more money. You ain't getting no money because I made it that way.
You have groups coming out, you produce?
Yeah, the Outlaws.
Oh, really?
I murdered Thug Life and gave birth to the Outlaws. I murdered Thug Life. Them niggas ain't act right. I murdered all of them as far as the music business. And I gave birth to the Outlaws. And they all blood relatives. Now I got a military, not mob like Italians, but mob like we've been mob orientated all our lives. Fuck that shit they be telling me about, because everybody's saying because we choose to be organized now that we are emulating Italians and we should emulate Italians because they don't like us. Motherfuckers got it twisted. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got organization because we peak game. And it's not the mob really that we seeing, it's really the government. They the biggest mob. That's who.
Oh my goodness, my nigga. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. He gotta say that again. I just want to hear that again.
And I gave birth to the Outlaws. And they all blood relatives. Now I got a military, not mob like Italians, but mob like we've been mob orientated all our lives. Fuck that shit they be telling me about, because everybody's saying because we choose to be organized now that we are emulating Italians and we should emulate Italians because they don't like us. Motherfuckers got it twisted. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got organization because we peak game. And it's not the mob.
We got organization because we peak the game. Like, we know what's going on. We got to be organized, and we got to have an organized mind, because that's the real mob. It's the government. And it will always be that until we stand up and stop buying shit from them. We take our money out the bank, we come together, and we just tell them, like, we not going to buy from they businesses. We not going to get on none of their shit that's run by them, like the buses, go to work, the jobs, the facilities. We not doing none of that. We just going to stop it all. We just going to get rid of everything, and we just going to wait until y'all come with a proposal and be able to come to an agreement on our terms, not y'all terms, our terms. Because we the only ones that can stop the currency from coming in and the money. Because we the ones that make the world go. Like, let's just be real, let's be honest, like, my nigga.
Our organization because we peak game. And it's not the mob really that we seeing, it's really the government. They the biggest mob. That's who we study.
Right.
Governments. Just like me, they say this guy's Mr. Duplicity. He's always saying this good shit to the females, and he say ho and this and that. See, that's where you're wrong. First you tell all the niggas, they tell him Too Short, he never say nice shit. And they telling him he's a horrible person. I say one bad shit on one side, a good shit on the other side, and I'm Mr. Duplicity. What does the world want? They have to sit their politically correct ass down and figure out what it is they want.
Right.
They bullshit.
Right.
Do you read a lot?
All the time.
All the time.
I'm really into books. I'm
What's
into
your
the part.
favorite title?
Right now, I'm into Mastering the Art of War, The Art of War. I just found all these new books. Thoughts of a General, How to Win an Argument Every Time, The Buying of a President.
Hold up. Let me hear what the books he just said. Hold up.
Right now, I'm into Mastering the Art of War, The Art of War. I just found all these new books. Thoughts of a General, How to Win an Argument Every Time, The Buying of a President. What's that book I got? The Russian guy? Stalin. I got that. Christopher Darden book. You'll Never Work Again in Hollywood. Whatever that is, where they talking about people that slept together. started reading that. A lot of different things, but mostly shit on what built generals and what made countries and what I want to read what Clinton read. Because he does the same shit I do, but don't, get in trouble. All his homeboys commit suicide. He get caught with his pants down in the bathroom, and this nigga is still the president. I got women, marching outside my shows. This nigga's the fucking president.
It's real though.
I'm 24, he's 40. What's his excuse?
Selena? You
Aside
respect Sadida?
Who?
Sadida?
Yeah, he's with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aside from the fame, the money, what do you think you can offer someone in a relationship?
A woman, you mean?
Yeah.
I believe that, I always discuss this, I feel like I'm one of the old-fashioned type of guys, where as soon as I find me a woman that doesn't mind the fact that I want to be in charge, and that I believe that, just like with the yin and yang, there's a masculine and feminine, I believe in that in a relationship.
Right.
I believe that most of our problems as black people, and as people in general, is that we've forgotten our roles. The men have forgotten their roles as men, therefore the women have forgotten their roles. And that's what we...
Speaking of what's going on, that is 100. 100, bro. That's 100. People done forgot their roles. It's a yin and a yang, feminine and masculinity. We forgotten our roles. Since the men forgot their roles as men, the women forgot their roles as women. And it's like that. It's almost like a flip now. It's almost like women want to play the roles of men. And it's a lot of men that play the role of women too. Like y'all understand, like the women, it's nothing wrong with a woman being independent, but she uses that as leverage to not be feminine, like, or to not show submissiveness, to be in her natural feminine role, her element. And that is to be submissive to that man, that masculine energy. And a lot of men don't want to be masculine no more. They don't want to like get into those leadership roles. It's a lot of men that do, but it's some men that don't. There's so many things that go into that. But that's real though, Pac. And Pac was speaking on this. Like, I gotta go back to that again. Smart dude.
And that's where we get all this duplicity in love making and duplicity in sexuality, is because we've forgotten our roles and we're willing to settle for less. Not that they're not legitimate people who really do like this side, but a lot of it right now is just this niggas ain't shit. So I want some pussy. You know what I mean? And the niggas just being like, these black bitches ain't shit and whoop, or these white bitches ain't shit and whooping. For me, I can't do that. I can't turn my love off for a woman, no matter if they send me to jail and they talk shit. They really do piss me off. But I still can't love a man. I still love women. I still get excited when they come in the room and all that. So I feel as though what I can offer is my viewpoint, who I am, and my style, my lifestyle. And that I believe in my heart that I'm a man's man. I'm a man's man. I made myself. I'm a millionaire by my own hands, you know what I mean? I fight for myself. I've been fighting for myself. I'm a struggler, a striver. I take care of my family. I take everything that you want, I do. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm real. So I'm not politically correct, but I'm still a man's man. And I believe in family values. So
What type of woman would it take?
I'm still a man's man, but I'm not politically correct.
with family values. So
What type of woman would
Family
it take?
values.
a very, very, very strong woman.
What she say?
Man's man. And I believe in family values. So
What type of woman would it take?
a very, very, very strong woman, and one who was more in love with me than I was. Because I have to be more in love with her than she is. And that's what it is. Every time I fall in love with a woman, I don't fall in love with the woman she is. I fall in love with the woman that she could be. I haven't found a woman yet that fits up to my standards. And I'm sure I don't fit up to anybody's standards. But I haven't found one yet. But I found ones that I think that have the potential to be the rawest woman in the world. You know what I mean? I feel like it's natural for a man, especially being black, to feel like he's a king and he's looking for his queen. And that's where I'm at right now. You can't be a king until you've made yourself, until you've done something. And I've accomplished my goals. My goals are set it out to make me a man. Now I feel like I'm a man now. I set out goals to make me a king. Now I'm not a king of anybody else but me. You know, nobody else is under my rule but me and my kids. You know what I mean? But I made myself into a king. Now I need a queen to be happy so that I can be a teacher and a father. I can't be that until I find a queen. So I'm stuck in that.
Yeah, this man was, yeah. I'm gonna just give a hand clap for that, right? That's real. You can't even become a king until you've done things for you. till you have found out who you are, until you have got into the realm of knowing your value and knowing what you got to give to the world so that you can become a king. Then once you become a king, then you can get a queen. We get it mixed up. I'm gonna be real, like you can have a queen on your side, but it's like if you're not doing things to get yourself up in life to be a better man and to just know what it is that you want to do in life and strive to be that, accomplish things, a king in your own right, not a king of somebody else's throne, but of your own throne in your own household. If you don't do that, then you can't be on a quest to get a queen. But I call us gods and goddesses because that's different. Because a god is nothing without his goddess, but he got to create himself. He got to build his god status up to be the guy he's supposed to be. Then he can find his goddess. So he can be a father. So he can be a mentor, like how he was saying, to be a provider, to be that attribute, to be that extra. Because at a certain point, bro, I'm gonna be real. At a certain point, you have to be a teacher. At a certain point, you have to be selfless. It can't be about you no more. Like people who don't have kids, okay, that's all. Like if you don't want them, that's fine. But I feel like when you don't have them, it's a part of you that's always gonna be missing. I'm gonna be real. Seriously, it is. You have to give back because somebody gave back, and that's how you got here. Yeah, I know I'm saying a lot, but Pac got me in my mode where I'm thinking. Like he really got me thinking, bro.
Me and my kids, you know what I mean? But I made myself into a king. Now I need a queen to be happy, so that I can be a teacher and a father. I can't be that until I find a queen. So I'm stuck.
And I don't know how to drive. Don't give him no car. Just put him in the cab.
Let him drive.
Put him in the cab, man.
Shit, shout out.
This nigga crazy about can you drive?
Over here in the bed.
Yeah.
Got the bulls
Come on, man.
That's old school right there, dog.
Bah. That nigga crazy.
Jordan.
Coughing all over the phone and shit. He trying to take Lou to Vegas. Nigga can't get no casinos. Nigga ain't but what, 12? Trying to see go to Vegas. Then I said, no, we going swimming. That nigga can't swim.
You gotta do some homework.
Like I said, nigga got homework. Send him home. Because Fatal coming, then Moo gonna be gone.
No, we have children.
I know. You gotta come on now.
Yeah,
Unless he take all y'all. That's how I'm one of them parents. You wanna take one of our kids out? Take all of them things. Don't just take the cute little ones. Yeah, I'm working on one right now with Tim Roth and Tandy Newton called Gridlock.
Oh, when's it coming out?
It should be out in January, February. We're doing the soundtrack too.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel real positive about that?
Very, very positive. So great. It's gonna be something totally different. Hopefully, this will do something for me. You know what I mean? It's a shaking. If for nothing else, at best, it'll just prove I can show up on the set on time and still have an album that sell 5 million and doing my shit.
Congratulations
Still, thank
on
you.
that.
And still be pushing this, thank you. And still be doing that. It can show just that we good, that I work hard, if nothing else, to show why I should not be in jail. Because in a little bit of time that I've been out, I've made these things to show that I don't need to be in jail. You know, you can still rehabilitate my ass right out here, you know, with everybody else. Because it's the money that rehabilitates me, not the jail.
Okay. What about father figures? Like you don't hear much about. You speak about your mother a lot, not about your father. You have a relationship with him?
I thought my father was dead for all my life.
Really?
Except after I got shot, I looked up and there's this nigga that looked dead on me. And he was my father, so I found out. We still ain't taking no blood test, but I mean, the nigga look like me, and then the other nigga is dead. So to me, it's like I'm past the father thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whoa, golly, thought his father was dead the whole time. The whole time. That's a problem. That's the thing too. Father figures, lack of fathers, man, in your life. I speak on that a lot. I've been speaking on that a lot lately too, about like having your father in your life, especially as a man. Like boys need their fathers, like to grow up. Like I said this before, and I'll say it again. It's cool. It's good to look on that right side and know that your mother there. You know, your mother right there. You love her dearly. You appreciate her. Like that's like your backbone. You love your mama no matter what. But when you look to that left side and there's nothing there, like it's nothing. You be wondering, like, man, what's going on? Where he at? Like, it's a part of you that's missing. Look, sometimes fathers ain't shit. Like they may be in your life, but they ain't shit. But I say this all the time. Sometimes the image of him just being there is just enough. Like, he may not be really much to you like that, but he there in your life. Sometimes that's good enough for some people. You know what I mean? Like, just to see him. When you just don't see your father there at all, like, it just does something to a child, especially a boy. And he lacked that as he get older. That part of him is still missing. That feels lonely because he ain't have that structure from his father. Like, every boy need a father, bro, to have that structure, to just know how it is to grow up in society as a man, to be led. You know what I'm saying? To be guided. A woman can raise a good human being as a person, but she can't raise no man. I'm gonna be real. Like, my mother raised me, but she didn't raise me as a man. Like, she just raised me as a good human being, as a person. I'm a good person. She raised her son to be the best person he can be. But as a man, I had to learn that on my own. And I'm still learning. My father won in my life. If you understand that, I hope y'all get that. Like, that's just real though. That's real.
My father, so I found out. We still ain't take no blood test, but I mean, a nigga look like me, and then the other nigga is dead. So to me, it's like I'm past the father thing. You know what I mean? But I do want to know him, and I do know him. We do talk, and he did help me while I was locked down. He did come visit me, and it's all love. But I'm past that.
Religion. What religion are you?
I'm the religion that, to me, is the realest religion there is. I believe in God. I try to pray to God every night as I pass out.
Right.
And I think that's, and to me, religion, my idea of religion is this. I think that if you, I learned this in jail, because I talked to every God there was in jail. I think that if you take one of the O's out of good, it's God. And if you add a D to evil, it's the devil. I think some cool motherfuckers sat down a long time ago and said, let's figure out a way that we can control motherfuckers. And that's what they came up with, is the Bible. Because if the guy wrote the Bible, I'm sure it would have been a revised copy by now. You know?
Oh, hold up. Like, what? Whoa.
God there was in jail. I think that if you take one of the O's out of good, it's God. If you
take one of the O's out of good, is God. That's facts. That's 100. I'm listening.
If you add a D to evil, it's the devil. I think some cool motherfuckers sat down a long time ago and said, let's figure out a way that we can control motherfuckers.
Wow.
And that's what they came up with, is the Bible. Because if the guy wrote the Bible, I'm sure it would have been a revised copy by now. You know what I mean? Because a lot of shit has changed. And I've been looking for this revised copy, and I don't see it. I still see that same old copy that they had from then. And I'm not disrespecting anybody's religion. Please forgive me if it comes off like that. I'm just stating my opinion. I feel like we get crucified. I mean, the Bible was telling us all these people did this because they suffered this much. That's what makes them special people. I got shot 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? And I got crucified to the media. You know what I mean? And I walked through with the thorns on. And I had shit thrown on me. And I had the thief at the top. I told that nigga I'll be back for you. You know what I mean? And trust me, this is not supposed to be going down. I'll be back. So I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but I'm saying that we go through that type of thing every day. We don't part the Red Sea, but we walk through the hood without getting shot. You know what I mean? We don't turn water to wine, but we turn motherfucking dope fiends and dope heads into productive citizens into society. You know what I mean? We turn money. We turn words into money. You know what I mean? What greater gift can there be? So I believe the Red Sea, but we walk through the hood without getting shot. You know what I mean? We don't turn water to wine, but we turn motherfucking dope fiends and dope heads into productive citizens into society. You know what I mean? We turn money. We turn words into money. You know what I mean? What greater gift can there be? So I believe God blesses us. I believe God blesses those that hustle, those that use their mind, and those that overall are righteous. I believe that your karma, everything that you do bad comes back to you. So anything that I'm doing that's bad, I'm gonna have to suffer for. But in my heart, I think what I'm doing is right. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm going to heaven. You know what I mean? And I think heaven is just when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is when you sleep, the last thing you see is all the fucked up things you did in your life. And you just see it over and over again. Because you don't burn. Because if that's the case, it's hell on earth. Because bullets burn. You know what I mean? It's people that got burnt in fires. That means they went to hell already. You know what I mean?
My God.
You know what I mean? And I think heaven is just when you sleep with a good conscience.
Heaven is like sleeping with a good conscience. And when you in hell, you see all the fucked up things you did in your life. I never thought of it like
like
that.
I'm going to heaven. You know what I mean? And I
Man.
think heaven is just when you sleep with a good conscience. You don't have nightmares. And hell is when you sleep, the last thing you see is all the fucked up things you did in your life. And you just see it over and over again. Because you don't burn. Because if that's the case, it's hell on earth. Because bullets burn. You know what I mean? It's people that got burnt in fires. That means they went to hell already.
Oh my
you know what I mean? All that is here. So what else? What do you got there that we ain't seen here?
Oh my God.
What, you gonna walk around aimlessly, the zombie? Nigga, that's here. You ain't been on the streets lately. You know what I mean? What heaven is now. Look, we sitting up here, live big screen. It's heaven for the moment. You know what I mean? Hell is jail. I seen that one. Trust me, this is what's real. And all that other shit is to control you. If the churches took half the money that they was making and gave it back to the community, we'd be alright. And they take half.
Don DeMarco, if churches took half the money that they got in the church and gave it back to the community, we would be cool. Like, we'd be straight. We'd be all right. Because the church is part of the government too. Like, to be honest, if you don't know that, then I don't know what to tell you. But
This is what's real. And all that other shit is to control you. If the churches took half the money that they was making and gave it back to the community, we'd be alright. And they take half the buildings that they use to praise God and gave it to motherfuckers who need God, we be alright.
ooh, ooh,
And gave it back to the community, we be alright. And they take half the buildings that they use to praise God and gave it to motherfuckers who need God, we be alright.
they take half the buildings that they use to praise God and gave it to the people that need God, we would be all right, bro.
And they take half the buildings that they use to praise God and gave it to motherfuckers who need God, we be alright. We be alright. Have you seen some of these goddamn churches lately? It's ones that take up the whole block in New York. It's homeless people out here. Why ain't God letting them stay there? Why these niggas got gold ceilings and shit? Why God need gold ceilings to talk to me? Why do God need colored windows to talk to me? Why God can't come where I'm at, where he sent me? If God wanted to talk to me in a pretty spot like that, why the hell he sent me here then? You know what I mean? That make ghetto kids not believe in God. Why? So that's a wrong religion. I believe in God. I believe God put us wherever we want to be at. Then it makes sense that God will put us in the ghetto. That means he wants us to work hard to get up out of here. That means he's testing us even more. That makes sense. It makes sense that if you're good in your heart, then you closer to God. But if you evil, then you close to the devil. That makes sense. I see that every day. All that other spooky shit don't make sense. And I don't even believe, I'm not dissing them, but I don't believe in the brothers. I was in jail with them and having conversations. Brothers, I'm God. If you God, open the gate for me.
Yeah.
You know how far the sun is and how far the moon is? How the hell do I pop this fucking gate and get me free up out of here? Then I'll be a 5% for life. Well, never seen it.
He said so much at the end too. Like that's a real interview right there. And like he was just speaking about like the churches and like how good the churches look. And it's like he's saying if the church is of God, like not saying they not, I'm just saying like if the church is of God, why homeless people can't stay there then? If that's of God, wouldn't God want the homeless people to be good? You know, because they have nothing. Wouldn't he want them to be cool, to be in a shelter, to be somewhere where it's warm? Open it up to the homeless people, the churches. I understand like God wants you to be where God will come to you where you are. Like that's the real version of God. I'm not on here to speak about religion and things like that, but I just understand his point. I just love the interview. This is a real conscious interview. I never listened to this interview before. Like I just got a whole different insight on Pac. Like I just got a whole nother respect for him. Like wow, his logic is real deep, and like I understand why they had to get rid of this guy. I understand. I don't condone it, but I see why they did it. He just had that way about himself to where it's like, you're not gonna stop me. I'm a warrior of God, and I just believe he was. Y'all just let me know what y'all think about this interview. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Pac. Y'all let me know, man. This got me thinking. I ain't gonna lie, man. And on that note, man, I'm gonna just get up out of here. Listen, y'all already know the vibes, man. I appreciate y'all dearly. Go subscribe to the channel at Chess is Unlocked and the Instagram as well. But other than that, y'all have a good one. Peace, blessings, and love to all my guys and goddesses out there.